Hey guys, I wanted to do a foundation routine for you guys for combination oily skin or oily skin. So we're going to start with Philosophy's Moisturizer. Take a deep breath. If I was using this on a client at work, I would dip in here with a Q-tip, but because I'm doing this on myself, I'm just going to dip my own fingers right into this. This moisturizer is, I'm going to buff it onto my skin with a stippling brush. This moisturizer is actually best for people between the ages of 16 and 25. So I'm a little bit too old to be using it, but I got it for free at work, so I'm absolutely going to use it. And just because you have oily skin, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't moisturize. You absolutely want to create balance in your skin, and this moisturizer I find doesn't make my skin any more oily. So I think it's good. Next, I'm going to use a foundation primer. I'm using Benefit's The Professional. If I was at work, again, doing this on a client, I would, put this on like a cotton round or something before I applied it to the face. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take the stippling brush and just put this right onto my skin, and then just blend it in. And the stippling brush won't absorb any product because of the type of bristles that it is. The Professional is also good for people with combination oily or oily skin because that skin type tends to create an appearance of enlarged pores. So this will do a good job on minimizing that. Now I'm going to use concealer. For my skin, I'm going to use a concealer that's the color of my skin. I'm using Urban Decay's 24/7 Concealer Pencil. My shade is FBI. And then on my under eyes, I'm going to use a concealer that's lighter than my skin. This is the Coastal Scents Camo Quad in medium. I'm going to apply with a Coastal Scents concealer brush right under my eyes. And then I'm going to dab this on my skin, just on any imperfections that I want to cover. And now I'm just going to blend that out. And the reason that you want to use a lighter color under your eye is to create brightness, and you want to use a skin tone concealer on everywhere else on your skin, because you want to blend that into your skin. You don't want to draw any attention to it by using a lighter shade. And I like that the Urban Decay one is just a pencil, so it's really easy to use and easy to transport with me if I want to do any touch-ups on the road. Right, now blend it in. Now I'm going to put on my foundation. I'm using Palladio's Wet to Dry foundation. So this part is the powder, and this part is where you can put the sponge, and it's ventilated. It has like little grates, so you can just put that in there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dip that in here, and I'm using a damp sponge, and then just patting that over my skin. And the reason that for oily or combination oily skin you want to use a powder is because it dries nicely on top of the skin as opposed to a liquid. The liquid can actually create more oiliness on top of the complexion. Putting a little bit on my eyes, and then you just want to make sure that you're blending down into the neck. Oh, I hear my cell phone ringing in the background. Yeah, you just want to blend down into the neck so that your foundation looks very natural and blend it into your skin. And then the great part about the wet to dry foundation is that you can use the foundation powder to set the entire look. Right? So now that I've kind of created this nice base, I want to warm up my complexion. I'm going to use a bronzer by Victoria's Secret. This is called Glitterati, and a fluffy brush like that. You just swirl the product in, tap off the excess, draw the 3 on one side, and the E on the other side. And this just brings color and light back into your complexion. Dusting across the forehead, down the face. And then to bring the complexion together, you just bring this right across the bridge of the nose. Right. And now I'm going to go in with Benefit's Sugarlicious palette. This is what it looks like. And inside of it comes the Benetint, a mini one, and a mini high beam, which is a highlighter. So the Benetint, I'm just going to draw right on my cheeks quickly and then blend it out with my finger. And this is a cheek and a lip stain. This gives you a nice little blush and a great base for the blush that we're going to use, which is the one out of this Sugarlicious palette. And then I'm going to take the high beam and just dot that along the highest points of my cheek. Blend that out. And this is really subtle. It's only going to show in the light. It may not pick up on camera. So the name of the shade that comes in here is Sugar Bomb. It comes with this cute little brush, but I'm going to use my own blush brush and just swirl it around in there. Tap off the excess, smile, and put it on the apples of your cheek. And this shade, Sugar Bomb, is really cute. It has all the best shades in it, like a darker shade, like a nice warm coral, another warm coral, and this nice kind of like orangey shade. And then now I'm going to take this same fluffy brush that I used for my bronzer. I'm going to wipe that off, and I'm going to go into the powder that I used for my foundation. Tap off that excess and tap it onto the skin, especially right through the T-zone, which is where you get the most oily typically. And then just blend the powder all throughout the skin. And that is a foundation routine for oily or combination oily skin. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.